Hello, my beauties. Good morning, and a beautiful hello from New Mexico. And we're almost at the end of the year. We're at the end of the year of the snake, all the shedding, all the letting go. And I have such a beautiful story I want to share with you all here because life is such a beautiful teacher. You know, I always did really well in school. And in school, they teach you the lesson and then they give you the test. And we've known this, but in life, you get the test, and then from there, you have the opportunity to gain a lesson or you just repeat it, right? Rinse and repeat. And I actually just got back to our beautiful stay that we're staying here. It's so lovely, it's so feminine, it's just so well curated as an experience that I didn't want to miss any moment of it. And I'm so glad that I already am able to come back and share this with you before we check out. So, we actually, my mom and I, as we've been taking our trip through the Southwest, through Arizona, through New Mexico, through Texas, it's a beautiful drive. We got a flat tire on a Saturday night here in New Mexico. I tried to avoid hitting the curb, and in doing that, I flicked a piece on the left side and it slashed the tire on the side of the brick. Anywho, long story short, I realized something that I want to share because I feel like a lot of individuals, a lot of women, a lot of people will be going into old trauma stories, into old patterns of what to do when chaos, stress, and pressure arise. And there's many ways that we can troubleshoot when something like a flat tire or an emergency visit to the ER happens or just something unexpected pops up. And I've realized that this is so true in cementing the identity of the self-led woman, that it's not what happens, but who we are in the doing when we decide to take action on something that is in a moment of stress, in a moment of pressure, in a moment of chaos. And so for me, that was the flat tire on a Saturday night as we're arriving. And I had to think to myself, safety, being able to stay somewhere, and being able to handle this in the best way possible, as the woman that knows that she is supported, that she's able to be stretched, and that she's able to become a diamond with the pressure, right? Because you can have coal or you can have the diamond, but you got to go through the pressure. It's the through part that makes or breaks most people. And so as the flat tire is happening, literally in the moment, I pull over and I'm like, oh, like my little self is deflated and so is the tire. And I'm like, okay, immediately I'm going into my masculine energy because it's needed. And I think that's where a lot of women get stuck because we think like, well, I'm a feminine woman, I want to be in my flow and I want to just be in that that very free energy, and that's great. But there's moments like this where you gotta move and you gotta take action in the best aligned way possible, knowing that you are supported, knowing that although you may be stressed, that stress will turn into pressure that cements the identity of the person that's able to keep calm in chaos. And so as I notice this, I think to myself very quickly, where can I leave this car safely, knowing that if I can't move it anymore because the tire is deflated, I will need the tow truck to be able to have access to this. And it's not only my life experience because I've had flat tires before I've been stranded, I've been in the middle of nowhere and thinking to myself, like, God, please help me, but also like, I gotta help myself. I gotta learn like how to handle this. And I remember, in my younger years as a little girl, my dad would take me outside and be like, hey, listen, like, even though you may not have the strength to change a flat tire, to change your oil, to do whatever it is that I'm showing you here with the car, may you at least know what good work looks like, what careful work looks like, so that you are safe, that you are protected. And for that, I will always be grateful and so lovingly aware that because I had a father when he was alive to teach me that I am aware now when I receive a service that is in alignment with what they are telling me that the vehicle needs, that my house needs, that whatever it is that I may not know how to do, at least I am in awareness of how to observe the work that I am receiving in exchange for my money. So, all this being said, I didn't know how I was going to be able to fix the tire on a Saturday night because things are already closed. And then Sunday, to our surprise, everything's closed in the area. Tow trucks, tire places. So I'm just like, okay, let's take a kumbaya moment and let's think to ourselves, like, I can either stress about this throughout the weekend, or we can still explore, we could still relax, and tomorrow's another day and the sun will rise. The sun will rise. And as I did that, everything in this reality of mine that I am the architect of, right? Because we are co-creating with God. We are co-creating. It just rearranged itself to work out so smoothly that this morning I woke up at 6:30, from our stay, grabbed an Uber back to the car to where it was, right outside the hotel, right? And I fed the meter on time, so no tickets, went to the closest place possible that was automotive but didn't change tires, and asked, hey, like, do you know a tow truck? Do you trust somebody? And they gave me their best reference, called them 20 minutes later, I have a tow truck, and there I am at the tire shop. I'm not even gonna lie, like, I'm shocked at how easy that was. And this is the easy phase. This is the easy season of me experiencing that I can still be held, I can still be supported, and I can still lead myself in times of chaos and in times of need and in stress and high stakes areas of my life. And really, when I sat there at the tire shop and I took a moment and I was like, what is this? Like, what is this? It doesn't need to mean anything, but if it did, like, what is this? This is a stress test. This is a stress test that's needed for my being, for my identity to expand. And the reason I'm sharing this with you all this morning is because when you have different stress tests in your life, it's really a blessing in disguise. It's asking you, do you really want to step into that human being that says that they're amazing, that says that they've got it together, that says that they live in abundance? The identity of who you say you are and what you actually do have to match for you to get what it is that you are desiring, for you to have that experience. And even, when desire and gratitude both meet each other equally, that is when you receive what you are desiring even quicker. Because this morning I had nothing but gratitude. Like, God, I am so grateful that Ubers are available at like 5, 6 in the morning. Like, thank you. God, I am grateful that the car is in a safe place, that I can wait for this tow truck. God, I am thankful that this tow truck is available. Money is meant to be as a resource and a tool. So then I pull myself out of childhood money stories, out of victim mentality, out of the damsel in distress. And then I become my own hero. I become my own leader. I become my own voice. And so I'm not looking for it in somebody else. I'm not looking to be saved on a white horse. I become my own. And the key word there is the becoming part. And there's messiness to this. Every single time that I've gone through this in different versions and different variations, it's messy. There's always going to be messy in it, but it's the capacity we have to go through it and know that we are supported, we are loved, and that we are resourced. It's taken me so long to have an experience like I did today, that it is beyond amazing that I can come back and literally have some groove music, even sitting in the tire shop where people are staring at me and be like, why are you in such a good mood at like 8 in the morning? Because I am so damn grateful for all the other times that things went to shit, that I wasn't supported, that I wasn't in abundance, I was in scarcity. And knowing that now, like, the small things, they don't really matter. They don't really matter. When I say small things, I mean like something breaks down, the fridge broke, there's water coming out, the car broke, you walked into a store and something broke that you just kind of tipped over. Those are the small things. The big things now in my life are we safe? Do we have options of what we want to feed our bodies at our temples? Do I have this moment with my parent that I may not have for much longer? were my parents able to show me what it looks like to have abundance through travel? And so I leave you with this beautiful message that when you are in times of stress and in chaos, ask yourself who you want to be and how you want to show up in that moment. As we end the year, how do you want to go into our winter solstice? How do you want to hibernate? And for my ladies, like, how do you want to be in this new year that comes with the horse? The horse, it's taking that action, getting on there and moving. I've always asked myself that when I talk to my higher beings and my ancestors, it's really like the question, how goes the battle? Like, how goes the stresses? How goes the days? And I always tell myself, we ride at dawn. We ride at dawn. And I wish for you the same this year, for you to notice that you are your white horse. You are your own savior. As we go into the year of the horse, there are no more saviors. There is nobody else that's the guru or the leading. You are the main person on your own stage. And may this enlighten something for your day. May this bring you some type of awareness that you are the one that pulls yourself out of that situation. So excited to end the year with these blessings, and I'm excited to hear what is the biggest takeaway you had from this. Bye.